this.
Bacteria on the ISS has mutated into something that has never been seen on Earth before. This mutation is apparently due to the bacteria's prolonged exposure to microgravity, solar radiation, and high carbon dioxide levels. They are already considering these superbacteria because the mutation has caused them to be highly resistant to antibiotics and other treatments. Now, to me, this sounds like something straight out of a movie. I mean, if these mutated bacteria were to make it to Earth and start multiplying and spreading, who knows what would happen. And the longer that they stay in low orbit, the more they may mutate and become stronger against antibiotics that we have on Earth. Now, what I find interesting is that for the last couple of years, there's been some concern about microbes, including germs and bacteria, attaching themselves to equipment going to low Earth orbit. People were specifically concerned because once these microorganisms got to the ISS, they were making the astronauts aboard sick. According to NASA, most of the equipment that comes back is safe and decontaminated from bacteria. But if a mutated microorganism starts growing inside of a human and that human starts walking around on Earth spreading it, that might be a different story. According to an article, bacteria on the ISS has mutated into something that has...
That's crazy. That's actually going on. That's crazy how we can't even see bacterial germs, right, yo? That is crazy. Like, we'll never really see that or see how dirty something is. That's crazy.
You ever heard the story about how we fell from heaven and got divided from God and the rest of the universe? The story is mind-blowing. It was a time where all continents was connected on this planet. Once the continents was connected on a planet, our mind was connected as one. Yes, we are all one consciousness, but when they separated the continents, they separated our consciousness. This story is called Pangea. Pangea represented when all of our consciousness was together. There was no violence, there was no war, there was no starvation. We was all connected as one. The movie Avatar with the blue people, they was trying to tell you something. The name of their planet was Pandora. The name of our planet was Pangea. Pangea, Pandora, you get it yet? There was no water separating none of us. We ain't need no ID, no passport, no bus tickets. We needed none of that. All we had to do was just travel from land to land. There was no water in between none of us. When everything like this was connected, we were surrounded by water. Water is the highest frequency on this planet. Water keep us healthy. When we was one or living in Pangea, we was all vibrating on the fifth dimension. But once these people came in and started stealing oil and all kind of natural resources, it caused division in the planet and everything started cracking. When they was stealing the oil, which is the blood from the earth, it created more earthquakes. And if you know right now, we are having more earthquakes. They are pushing us further apart. If you are paying attention right now, you notice they are bombing the Congo. Why are they bombing the Congo? It's because there are still natural resources and natural people still living in the jungle. This knowledge of who we really were before we fell into this matrix, it still exists in certain parts of the world. And these people that control the matrix, they are trying to hunt everyone down and erase everyone's memory. If they erase your memory, they can erase all the hidden knowledge, the spiritual teachings, everything that was once sacred to us. They're trying to get rid of it. If you go back and watch the movie Avatar and look at Pandora, they are trying to tell you what our planet once looked like. We was connected to the animals, to the water, to the trees, to the stars, to the insects. We was actually one with our planet. But once they started stealing the blood from the earth, it caused more division, more earthquakes, more storms. Now we forgot all our sacred spiritual knowledge. You ever heard the story about how
man, they got everything so off balance, man. Sad. This is how we living, though.
I think they're waiting to see how long will 8 billion people allow 100 families to control them.
8 billion people
are being controlled by 100 families.
Who are these families?
These are the elite oligarchs that control the planet. You know, they literally run us. They tell us what to do, hear, see, smell, taste, touch, feel, where we can go, where we can't go. Don't cross over that invisible line, because if you do, you know, you're illegal and all this other kind of crazy stuff. They're running us, and governments are put in place to work for the people, but they got it flipped and they got us working for them.
Right.
And telling us what they're going to do to us if we don't listen to them. That's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. The reason why the world it is today, why we have this boot on our neck, is because it's because of us. We're the problem. The 8 billion are the problem.
Imagine if we was threatening our own government, you know? Think about that though, like, dang. That's crazy. The government should be working for us. But yeah, we working for them.
We haven't elevated our consciousness to the level that...
They're sharks. A shark smells blood, a shark attacks.
Right.
A shark is going to be a shark. How come we as 8 billion people haven't stopped falling for these divide and conquer tactics and stop fighting each other over the scraps and realize who the real enemy is? While we're fighting each other, they're just cutting up the pie and laughing at us. Left wing, right wing, all the same bird, right? There's no such thing as a Democrat or Republican. The only thing that does exist, like I say, is a group of elite oligarchs that torture men, women, and children worldwide. That exists. I think they're waiting to see how long will 8 billion people allow...
Oh, man. That's crazy, man. Like, 8 billion people, y'all. That's a lot of people versus 100. And we can't beat them? That's what you mean to me? We just gonna keep losing to 100 people? That's weak. That's super trash. That's super weak and trash, man. Like, we gotta do better, man. For real. It's crazy. We have the internet now. Like, we can communicate with each other now. Like, you can make a YouTube, we can make a YouTube, they can make a YouTube. Like, you can make a TikTok and we can be communicating with each other and, you know, figure something out, you know? But no.
Open up the stomach.
That's pretty dope. How frequency can even be doing that to make the flowers grow faster or whatever. That's dope. Wow. I ain't never know that. I knew it affect us, but dang, I didn't know it was affecting the plants too. Wow. This video looks so eerie. Not gonna lie. I wonder if that really like a real like place too. Why? Why they gotta have all this? What's the point?
A Hollywood producer has been caught with an underage girl live in action on camera. I'm going to show you the full clip, and this is absolutely wild. It was done by these two men, Vitaly and Bradley Martin. The man that they caught is Herschel Weingrod. He wrote blockbuster shows and movies like the Space Jams and Teen Titans. Just watch.
Oh, fuck. What's your name?
Who are you?
What's your name?
Who are you?
Why are you still with my fucking daughter? What's your name? What is your name?
Boris. My name is Boris.
Boris. What's your name? Shake my hand.
What's the problem?
Why are you still with my daughter? You know how old she is?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No.
What the fuck you thought was gonna happen here?
Nothing. We're gonna have a pizza. I don't know.
Pizza? Yeah, you don't know? How old is she?
Brad.
You know how old she is?
I messed with her. She was 23.
23. Is that what the conversation looked like?
You remember the text messages? She was 23 on a
23.
dating site.
On a dating site?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was 23 on
How old is she?
site. I have no idea.
Lila, how old are you?
I'm sorry. She was 23 on a dating site. All we've done is
So
talk.
she didn't tell you how old she was?
She did.
She did?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She said she was 15.
How did she tell you how old she actually is?
She said she was 15.
She said she's 15. Why are you here? Why are you sitting here?
I'm just having a
With a fucking 15-year-old?
pizza.
Piece of pizza with a fucking 15-year-old.
It's not against
You think
the
that's
law.
okay?
Yeah, we've been talking and flirting. It's not a big deal.
A Hollywood producer has been caught with an underage.
What's going on, man? Come on, man. There's a lot of weird, strange stuff going on. I'm glad they call him though.
I don't know what's going on, but it's something really wrong with this fake sun. It just don't feel right. It seems like the sun is cooking us alive. Before, when you go outside, you feel more energized when you're in the sun. Now you want to stay in the house because it feel like we're in some kind of microwave. These are the people right here that created this big ass fake artificial sun. But I realized what the sun is really doing to us. It's actually cooking us while we still walking around. So many people is worried about nuclear weapons. What if I told you this fake sun operates the same way? You know how they say don't put your food in the microwave because it might cause cancer because of radioactive waves? Well, this fake sun is sending off radioactive waves to all of us every day now. So these people created a big ass microwave up in the sky. So when the real sun hits this fake sun, the radioactive waves come directly to us. Nothing feels the same no more. These people that made this fake sun, so demonic, because it's not even a fake sun. It's actually a nuclear weapon up in the sky. The sad thing about this is, the hotter it get, the more radioactive waves it's going to send to us. The sad thing is, when everyone is going on vacation, they out in the summertime enjoying themselves, having a good time, the flowers are blossoming, this radioactive waves is actually going to cook us alive. The reason why they put this fake sun up there in the sky, this sending off radioactive waves to all of us, is because the frequency on this planet is getting higher. So when we get higher, they have to find a way to numb us or bring us back down. This sun or this fake sun is actually cooking us every second. I don't know what's going on. But
That sun do feel different. I'm not gonna lie. The sun is starting to feel different. Can't lie.
You are God in disguise. The word divine is dive in, because you got to turn your mind inward to connect with the divine, God. Within is high twin, because within you is your mind, your invisible consciousness, which is the reflection of your external self. Listen is silent, because you got to become silent to listen to the inner guide, the inner God within yourself. Luke 17:21, the kingdom of God is within you. You are God in disguise. The word divine is dive in, because you got to turn your mind inward to connect with the divine, God.
Playing the God's plan looks something like this. The difference between your plan and God's plan looks something like this. You could be out there planting the seed, working so hard for something, and might have your mindset on a particular goal, and everything might just be going all right, and then it get blown away. And then what happened? God multiplies what you've been doing already. But I know a lot of people out there right now, they can't even get to this point, because as soon as the storm comes, they give up. They walk away from this field, not knowing if they would have stayed down, that a whole forest plentiful of fruit that was waiting for you. Only thing you have to do is stay down. And this is what I mean by you can't see what God got planned for you.
That is true.
Only thing you got to do is grind and have faith that the Most High got you. So the next time your plans don't go how you wanted them to go, just know God got a better plan, something that you can't see. A whole forest waiting for you. But y'all comment below, when was the time?
That's real. It'd be like that though, for real. I know sometimes you don't want to be patient, but sometimes you really gotta be patient. Sucks though. That's just how it goes.
This woman's being exposed after she claimed that the women doing her nails were talking bad about her in a different language. So when that woman made that video just a few days ago, everybody felt really bad for her. She had 173,000 followers, and that video got 12.5 million views. And when you're watching the video and seeing the translations, you feel really bad for this woman, because apparently the nail techs were saying her boyfriend is in jail. She can't afford gel. They also allegedly said her food stamp card fell out of her purse. But luckily, there are some really good detectives on TikTok, and they found out that this woman was lying. If you look right up here, it says English detected, meaning this woman typed that in, and then she translated it to Chinese. If it would have been her listening for those people talking, it would have said Chinese detected, and then English would be what it typed down there at the bottom. But some people on TikTok even found out that woman was being so rude because the women doing her nails were not even speaking Chinese. They were speaking Vietnamese. So that woman assumed that they were speaking Chinese, and she made this entire TikTok just to put those people on blast, and she didn't have anything right. This woman's being exposed after she...
Oh yeah, at least she got views.
This is why you should never be plant-based. Number one, it gives you hella energy. I be trying to go to sleep at night and I can't sometimes. So I literally get up and work or go smoke a blunt to burn his energy off. You should never be plant-based if you're lazy. You're gonna have to do more cooking than eating out. A lot of the plant-based processed foods are actually unhealthier than meat. This Impossible Whopper contains more sodium than an actual hamburger patty. And comment gifted if you need some guidance on your health. If you like the way you look now, you're gonna lose a lot of weight going plant-based. And this weight is actually toxins. I was 160 and then I went plant-based and I weighed 130 within a month. This is because your colon can actually hold up to 40 pounds of food. Most plants help with digestion. So for like 2 to 3 weeks, I was literally only eating fruit. I was actually expecting myself to be tired, but I had way more energy than ever. And this is because my body didn't get the itis for like 3 weeks. The itis is when your body has to use all the remaining energy that you have to digest the food you just ate. So if you're not trying to go through all these bodily changes, just keep eating the way you eat. Because another reason, once you go plant-based, ain't no going back. Unless you want to go through some intense bodily changes. I accidentally consumed a piece of bacon, and it was wraps. I was sick for like 5 days. A piece this big. But like and follow for more. This
It's getting smaller. Why was that building so big? Why is it so small?
Why does it do that?
I don't know. Look how little it is. There's a glitch in the Matrix. Why is it just floating? It's just like what the fuck?
I vacuum every day, so when I saw this on the floor, I had to pick it up. It was a nail. I got my nails done yesterday and thought one fell off. I checked and realized I got them painted only, no acrylic, and it was the same color.
Hey, jamming. They jamming. They are jamming. Yeah, they jamming. They are jamming. Let's get that.
In the past 20 years, several people started noticing strange patterns and phenomena that are being coined as a glitch in the Matrix, and right now, I'm going to show you guys some of the best glitches caught on camera this week. Starting with the Dash Man on TikTok, a profile who is focused on recording hiking trips and beautiful scenery, that kind of stuff. In this particular video, he records an anomaly on a lake. As you can see, it seems that something is bending the fog and the lake, and he clearly captures it on camera. He states that he has never seen anything like this in his 33 years of living next to this particular lake. Whatever's going on here, it seems that no one knows how to explain this. Some suggest that this could be a cloaked UFO, or maybe even a portal to another dimension, or military testing of some sort. In this next video, fish started pouring from the sky. Literally.
That's crazy. Still don't know how that happened.
Now just picture this. You're at a beach, enjoying your time with your friends, and all of a sudden you notice what looks like a shadow on the ground, but there's nothing casting that shadow. Creepy, right?
Kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie. How's that doing that?
In this next video, a person freezes and stays like that for quite a few minutes.
Wait.
That was crazy.
Babe, stop cussing. Wait, she's not moving at all.
That's what I'm saying. What is going on here?
Some people are theorizing that this could actually be an NPC caught on camera. Check this out.
What is she looking at?
What is she doing?
That's actually really concerning.
Very creepy. I don't know what's going on here. You know, I've seen a lot of TikToks with like glitches in the Matrix, but this got to be top dog for me.
A few moments later.
Look, is no one seeing this? What is going on? Look, even
that's
looking.
crazy.
No, she's looking. Look. Oh.
What?
In the past 20 years, several people started noticing strange.
You can't sell your soul. You know why you can't sell your soul? It doesn't belong. You don't own my daughter. They tell him the whole story from the dream forward, and he says, okay, well, that's not good. You signed a blood covenant with the devil. So I'm going to need you to break that with the blood covenant. So you're going to write out the whole creed, and then you're going to sign it in your blood. Well, the doctor's like, she has AIDS. She's not signing anything in blood. Not going to happen. And he says, well, then you need to step out of the room because she needs to do this. And she did do it, and she signed the contract, the creed, and she convulses and flatlines and dies. So now the doctor comes back, and he's really upset. The mother is out of her mind. They're all blaming the priest. Hysteria goes on for about 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden she jumps up off the table. She's back, and they test her. No HIV, no AIDS. She's completely healed. You can't sell your soul. You know why you can't sell your soul? It doesn't belong. You don't.
Okay, buddy.
What in the glitch is going on?
What is going on? That's Aaron Rodgers. And that's Aaron Rodgers. Are you Aaron Rodgers? You Aaron... Hey, what the heck?
He pointed at him. What the heck? That was crazy. What? How is it doing that? Supposed to be backing up, not jumping up. Backing up. Wow. Felt like a whole nother dimension. Power spinning in circles.
What in the glitch is going on?
That was dope.
Hey, yo! The hell is this, bro? Approximately 70% of people in the world do not use toilet paper? What do they use then, bro? Y'all not wiping? You using leaves? Your hands? What's going on? Hey, yo! The hell is this, bro?
That's crazy. Like, what are you using? Are you using baby wipes? Like, are you just getting in this? That's crazy if you just getting in the shower.
I heard this crazy theory about the moon the other day. I want y'all to hear this shit real quick.
David's latest revelations have been about the moon. Far from a lump of benign rock orbiting us, it is in fact an artificial construct, a gigantic spacecraft, probably a hollowed-out planetoid. It is from the moon that the nefarious Illuminati manipulate the collective human mind, warping our perception of reality. I'm saying it's broadcasting something.
So after hearing that, right, I'm like, yo, think about this, y'all. The moon be out during the daytime. Like, you can see the moon and the sun at the same time. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
What if the all-seeing eye is the moon? Now, if you go off of what Home Cuz just said, right?
it could make sense. Like, that John is like a machine or a spaceship that's like putting over the Matrix realm in front of us. But the whole time, that's where the elites sit and they see everything. That's why we can see it in the daytime. All seeing eye. Oh my God. Wake up! I heard this crazy theory about the moon.
You might got a point.
Flip! Come here, Flip! Oh my gosh. Flip, come!
Guys, I'm gonna see what's going on. Oh my God! Let me get some ice. Oh my God! Oh my God! Whoa!
What is that? Yo, no way. That can't be. That's real. Man. I don't know what that was. That thing huge. That is crazy.
Shows just how advanced the Incas were in shows just how advanced the Incas were in hydraulic and geotechnical engineering. Located in Peru, Tipon features a unique water supply and distribution system that still function today. The main aqueduct channel maintained a specified flow rate to prevent overbank spillage resulting from a hydraulic jump at the transition point between steep and mild slope. The city used an intricate intersecting surface and subterranean channel system fed by rivers and springs to transport, distribute and drain water to multiple agricultural platforms, reservoirs and urban ceremonial centers. The site includes fountains and various water display elements requiring advanced hydraulic engineering to achieve visually appealing exhibits. Each agricultural platform featured a drainage channel at its base, collecting aquifer groundwater seepage and rainfall runoff. A portion of this water irrigated the next lower platform, while another fraction flowed to an eastern collection channel, supplying water to lower-level ceremonial and domestic buildings. It shows just how
Stop thinking you are just a monkey on a planet. This is not true. You are the whole universe in a physical body. You are a microcosm of the whole universe. The winter doesn't happen just outside of you, it happens within you. Same with the summer. You see, what happens externally happens internally. When the summer comes, you feel more energized, you feel more happy. You get more ideas in the mind. Because the seasons are happening within your body and in your mind as well as externally. You are a microcosm of the universe. The solar system is within you. The 7 planets, the 7 energy centers in your spine. Stop thinking you are just a monkey on a planet. This is not true.
Get these gems.
Death is actually life. It's temporary life for some of those. They live again once they die. You are dead. This is the dead zone. This is hell. The physical realm is called hell. That's the original word for the hell, is the physical body and the physical earth. So energy can never be created or destroyed, just transferred. Where does that energy go? Once it leaves that physical body, it goes into you. So your ancestors actually live inside of you. If we're talking about the same energy field and frequencies, you are nothing but energy. Aspects of a little spark, a sun. You are nothing but this big. You've just been fooled into thinking your physical body is your real body. But in actuality, you are inside of you is a cosmic seed of light. That's all you are, all your thoughts and everything. But there's a veil that you think in actuality that this particular world is reality and this is only the illusionary world. Now, dealing with this particular information, understanding when you pour the libation, if we're talking about nothing but energy, when you call on them, you're actually enhancing the energy within you because they now live inside of you. It's when you die, you go to a certain state. That certain state is inside of your cosmos. The cosmos inside of your mind, inside of your brain, that lives inside of you. We'll go deeper into this for the people that don't understand this concept. So when you pour the libations, you're not only enhancing You're calling, in ancient Kemet, they say to say a dead person's name in actuality is to make them live again. So you're in actuality not only invoking the entities that you think is outside of you, you're actually enhancing the energy that's inside of you, because the only thing is
Get these gems.
called death is actually life. It's temporary life for some of us.
Dang, Bobby Hemming, man. Man, he got that knowledge for real. But this is probably the closest thing to hell we gonna get, man. Especially how we live.
You know there's something going on with the sun when the elderly are speaking out about this. This lady is speaking on the sun, how she has never seen the sun do what it's doing right now. It looks like the sun is grabbing at something, which means it's pulsating, which we showed y'all that before. But she has been on this earth for almost 80 years and she's never seen the sun do this. And she's also stated that the sun looks different. Like there's a bigger sun and a smaller sun, possibly two suns. Check this out, y'all.
Looking at it. Look at the sun right there. What's it doing? See that? It look like it's doing it. That's what people say. That's what people are saying. Huh? Yeah, but don't stare at it too long. People say it's flashing too like that. So you've heard that before? Yeah. I've never seen that. And this yellow spot around. Look there.
You hear? There's a spot around the sun.
Grabbing at something. Mm-hmm. I have never seen it.
Imagine what she's seen, y'all. Total different sun. She stated that.
Smaller than it was. Because it was bigger when I looked at it the first time.
You see? Probably another sun, right? The sun changing, right? Sometimes there's a small sun in the sky. Sometimes there's a bigger sun in the sky. And she's talking about that, y'all. Y'all need to listen to the elder when they speak.
You know, because how long you been looking at it? I've been looking at it 20 minutes. No, I mean in your lifetime. No, I've never seen that before like that. I've never seen it like that. And I just went to open the curtains down there and I couldn't get away from it.
New sun vibes, baby.
I've never seen no sun look like this. Now look at what it's doing. It's just rising, I guess.
She know.
And something is over it or something, because it ain't keeping still.
Look, y'all hear that? It's not keeping still. That's because they're always chasing the sun with those planes, y'all. They're always trying to put those things in front of the plane. The sun is a sentient being. The sun is a sentient living being. It is conscious. It knows how to move. Y'all ever watch the sun do its thing in the daytime when it's being harassed by those planes? Y'all ever watch that? The sun literally moves from different positions, y'all. It's amazing. And here she is, like, literally telling y'all it's moving. But yes, listen to the elderly when they're speaking, because they have been on this earth for a very long time and they know these changes. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Please like, comment, and share for more videos like this.
Yeah, man, big changes is definitely coming, for sure. Especially an elder. So out here noticing that, yeah. Some changes is definitely happening.
So there was a woman that was followed by a ghost after leaving the cemetery. And she found out because the Tesla GPS picked up on it. Look at this, bro. There was a strange phenomenon that's going on with these Teslas in these cemeteries. It's even following her even when she's going 50 miles per hour.
Wow.
And this is not the first video I've heard about these Teslas picking up ghosts at cemetery. But I have never seen a ghost follow somebody though. Like, do Tesla got Ghostbuster UAVs or radars or something? Because how possibly are they picking up on ghosts on their GPS systems? And Ganger, what you gonna do about that ghost that follows you home? I feel like that's the real question. Because that ghost looked pretty determined to get at you. Whatever you did to that ghost, you might actually want to call the Ghostbusters. I'm curious though, what would y'all do if y'all seen that y'all had ghosts that was following
It's about the
Ghostbusters.
That is funny.
Wisdom and stay tuned. So there was a woman that was followed by
Brett said the Ghostbusters. That is hilarious. Dang. What? That was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you hear about the new predictions from this cartoon, or the ideas from this cartoon? They believe that CERN opened up a portal on a solar eclipse and let in more demons. When CERN activated its machine on a solar eclipse, the name of the demons they let in, the Dementors. The Dementors are magical creatures that was shown in the movie Harry Potter. Harry Potter was using truth from the real spiritual world.
Dementor! Do you see him? I don't know what that is. Maybe it's been watching with that. Well, I'll tell you what that is, Michael. That's Dementors. Yeah. Oh, that. Dementor! Do you see him? I don't know what that is. Maybe.
Even the newscaster that was giving the weather forecast, they seen a Dementor right next to the storm. And then he said, I don't know what that is. Maybe it was watching the storm the whole time. Some believe these Dementors are magical beings that actually causes pain and suffering on this planet. They even known to kiss you and to steal your soul from you. Yes, they can pull the soul out of your body. That's why you have to know how to do real magic to protect yourself. If you want to know how to do real magic, all you have to do is go outside in nature and be around nature. Nature will protect you from all these demonic beings. Why do you think the people that control this matrix want to get rid of nature? Because nature is the only thing that can protect us from these demonic entities. They're trying to burn down the rainforests. They want to cut down all the trees. They want to put concrete everywhere. They just want to build cities. Why build cities when nature is already beautiful? It's because the people that control this matrix, they work with these Dementors or these jinns or these evil spirits. It's crazy. Remember, these are not predictions. They are not ideas. They're telling you how this world really works because they are in contact or in cahoots with the people that's controlling this world. It's no mystery no more. Did you hear about the new predictions from this cartoon?
No mystery no more. Yeah, they all in cahoots for sure. All working together.
The grand opening of a remarkable portal connecting New York and Dublin, bridging the two cities through a live camera feed displayed on a screen.
What is this, Doctor Strange?
24/7. This portal, a symbol of unity and connection, debuted with much fanfare, including celebratory dance performances spanning both countries and heartfelt messages exchanged via signs hung up for the world to see. However, amidst the general excitement and revelry, there was a stark contrast embodied by a woman who found herself on the wrong side of the law within a mere 3 hours of the portal's inauguration. Her arrest unfolded on the Dublin side, prompting curiosity as to the reason behind it. It appears that while most were basking in the joy of this technological marvel, this woman's dissatisfaction led her to obstruct the view of the portal for others. Positioned in front of the screen, she impeded the enjoyment of those eager to witness the connection between the two cities. Her actions, though seemingly innocuous, resulted in her arrest. The local Irish community is unsatisfied with the portal's placement, deeming it in a ghetto part of Dublin. Today marked the grand opening of a remarkable portal.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong, in dark rooms glued to their televisions, too terrified to skip the commercials.
Well, I think...
NBC, you are here to listen and not speak. I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time.
That is smoking.
Now, I hate to be the guy who derails what everybody else loves.
He loves being that guy.
But, Janice, we do have standards. This can't be a made-up disease. The only moral thing to do is release a deadly virus into the general public.
We do have something we've been holding on to, but it hasn't been tested.
2020.
Get over here, NBC.
Well, we certainly believe in testing, but Wow. Oh, yeah.
So, we've got our deadly disease. Now, we just have to blame it on something that's in every household, something that people are a little bit afraid of already. House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern.
Get out of here, man.
This celebrity claims that no humans built the pyramids.
No people built the pyramids.
No people?
No.
Who built them?
No people built the pyramids. And if you look around the world, you see certain telltale things that let you know that advanced machinery was in usage. So, yes, thousands of years worth of people were there, but that doesn't have anything to do with the building of it.
Who do you think built it?
Well, understand, we know enough now to understand that this was a complex. We've been led to believe that this is how much they worshipped their dead bodies.
Right.
But the evidence doesn't show any of that.
No, it doesn't.
Like when you see inside, when they have those intricate carvings and paintings and stuff in gold and stuff, you have to remember this is in a windowless room, folks. There's no candle soot. There's no this. It's clearly a power plant and built specifically for that location on this planet. For
what do you think it was powered by?
The hot water springs underneath it.
So it was powered by the hot water spring?
This celebrity claims that no humans built the pyramids.
So if it wasn't no human, what was it? It had to been some kind of advanced species on the planet at the time. We was more advanced at the time, something like that.
When you eat well, you feel good. When you feel good, you think better. Yeah. When you think better, you make better choices. And when you make better choices, you can improve the quality of life, not only for yourself, but those around you. Yeah. And then if you don't eat fresh fruits and vegetables at all, then you're really eating death, basically.
Yeah. Indeed.
And there would be the carnivores who would argue and say, oh, but I get my protein. Right. But then, what else are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you an athlete burning it off? You are, then yeah, okay, go for it. Yeah. But after a while, if you don't keep up that physical regimen, then your body starts to break down and deteriorate.
When you think about meat in terms of like what its nutritional value is, there's only about 5 different nutrients that you get from meat. That's protein, maybe vitamin B12, niacin, iron. And if you dive a little bit deeper and do a little bit more research, you'll discover that heme iron is actually toxic. And if you dive a little bit deeper, you'll notice that most people who have a vitamin B12 deficiency, I worked at the hospital, the vast majority of people who picking up prescriptions eat meat. And so when you start to break down some of the myths that go along with meat and the whole carnivore new diet thing that they're doing, you understand very quickly that this is going to be short-lived.
It's a lifestyle that is being created for them to cater to what I call the death industry. Synthetic food manufacturers, to the doctors, the pharmaceuticals, the hospitals, the insurance companies. Yeah. All of those folks that are in cahoots and being sure that we don't enjoy the best quality of life. You know, when we are taking the time to really get to know ourselves, and tune in, our bodies will tell us what they want and what they need.
So taking care of you is your responsibility. I read those
That is
books
true.
and started.
Going on. Where is he coming from? What? I don't know what it is, but Mark Zuckerberg gives me reptilian vibes. How do y'all feel about him? I don't know.
What secrets lie within the walls of Lou Taylor's church? And what is her connection to the tangled web of celebrity control? Some say she's a mere businesswoman, but others claim she's the puppet master behind the curtain, pulling strings in the corridors of power. Lou Taylor is more than just a manager. She's a gatekeeper, controlling access to the elite circles of influence. Some say she owns a church where celebrities pay into her empire. But what role does she play in the lives of these stars? And is there more to her church than meets the eye? And then there's Britney Spears. Was Lou Taylor truly behind the bars of her conservatorship? Or is there a deeper, more sinister truth waiting to be uncovered? What secrets lie beneath her polished facade? And what does she stand to gain from her web of influence? Is Lou Taylor merely a manager, or is she something more? Could the truth be darker than we dare to imagine? You be the judge. Don't forget.
Alright, y'all. We're gonna end this video with this video right here. We had 15 times a camera was at hand at the right moment. All right, let's get into it.
Authorities are rushing to identify the large amount of fish along hundreds of kilometers.
We were taking photos around the area and we just, I mean, how could you miss this? It was glittering in the sun.
This salmon in Washington State is trying to swim upstream. Oh my gosh, look, I could watch this all day.
If they are an animal, I can't confidently point to one, especially one that's native to North America.
There is always something far unbelievable happening around that goes unnoticed or is outright refused until caught on camera.
Why are they all not moving?
Here are some of the unfathomable instances where a camera was at hand at the right moment.
Let's check this out. What the heck?
In August 2023, tourists in the Kumtag Desert of China had an interesting experience on their tour when their hair started flying in the air without any wind or visible reason. They could even feel their mobile phones and vehicles becoming electrically charged. Even their tour guide, who had been working in the area for the last 10 years, had never seen such a sight before. When the video got viral, experts came forward with some answers. According to them, they all were standing under electrified clouds, which created distortion in the electric field. Creepy bubbling. Oil in desert. We all know most of the oil is found in the deserts and the Arctic, but have you ever seen it literally bubbling out of the sand? I had no idea that this could even happen before watching this video. On another occasion, some of the locals that happened to be cruising around noticed huge spurts of oil literally flowing all over the place. This most probably happened due to some underground pressure or an oil pipe burst, showing the enormous amounts of oil these areas have. Boiling sand.
Boiling sand. That's crazy.
A video from back February 2016 shows a mysterious phenomenon in Gaza that left people puzzled when the sand started to make bubbles as if it were boiling. Although many locals blamed it on the extreme hot temperature for this sand boiling, or maybe this was some kind of giant desert worm breathing, the reality was far different. I agree it looks quite eerie, but the reason is as simple as air stuck in the dry sand escaping on the surface. So if you ever see this, just enjoy the sight of it. Sandfall. We all have seen and heard of waterfalls, but what if I tell you these happen in deserts too, but with sand? Yes, you heard me right. As bizarre as it sounds, this is actually possible, but is a very uncommon phenomenon. Videos of sand falls from Saudi Arabia surfaced the internet in 2017 and have eluded people ever since.
Pretty dope.
These occur when the desert gets too much rain and the sand mixes up with the water and falls down from hills, looking like waterfalls. Fish crossing road.
Uh-oh. Hurry up, hurry up.
We've all seen people crossing roads, but here's something far more unusual. Fish crossing road. Yeah, you heard me right. Skokomish River salmon do this like their everyday chore. They even look cool while doing it. I'm sure you never would have believed me if this was not recorded on video.
True.
Sand River. Residents in Iraq rushed out with their phones in their hands when they saw a river flowing in the usual arid areas around them. They all gathered around to check what it was.
Imagine getting in there, bro. Oh, man.
Was and why such a visually mind-boggling event was taking place.
What?
This is believed to have happened as a result of rainwater and sand combining together and then moving as a proper river. Desert Man.
Caralho, velho. Puta, onde que tá agora, pô?
The desert is full of mysterious creatures and great landscapes. The people living there are accustomed to them. But one day, they encountered this odd creature roaming among the sand dunes, and no one could wrap their hands around what it was.
CGI?
They were lucky enough to have the camera out at the right time. Otherwise, no one would have believed what they just saw. Underground blasting. This oddly looks like the opening scene for a giant sandworm's entry. A person in an unknown location captured this scene that left all the viewers curious as to the nature of it.
How's it doing that though?
The recorder later revealed that these were controlled Daikin pipeline blasting, done when constructing an underground pipeline through rock. Camel rescue. This camel slept in the wrong position, and now it literally is crying for help as it can't get up on its own. Luckily, people took notice and came for help. All right, now the only solution they sought is to try pulling this big camel to the other side. Well, not that bad of an idea, you know why? Because it eventually worked. Now he is pretending nothing happened. Come! Pollen bomb.
He tapped a tree with his digger loader, and you see what happens once the machine taps the tree.
If you've got pollen allergies, you better stay away from this video. These videos were captured in Millville, New Jersey, as a digger nudged some trees, and they created this bright pollen bomb, capturing everything around it within seconds, almost as if it were sand.
What?
It's even hard to believe that these trees can hold that much pollen at one time.
Yeah. Oh,
Resting vulture. No one ever thought of doing this social work. Anyone ever wondered what do black vultures do when they want to catch a breathe midair? Watch this guy. As he was gliding through the air, a black vulture sat on his feet and even got nice pets. I am pretty sure he is excited. Well done, both of you. Enjoy yourselves. Mischievous hawk. A family on barbecue picnic witnessed a live hunt. A hawk with self-respect in the air circled around its prey. And just at the right moment, it caught the snake. But soon something unbelievable happened. It came straight at them and dropped the snake. Perhaps the hawk also wanted some good barbecue this time around, and the family, they weren't ready for it.
Damn, that snake moving fast.
Purple spears.
Oh, nah. I gotta chop his head
Purple
off.
spheres seemed to appear out of nowhere, and our viewer wanted some answers.
A woman and her husband were passing through the Arizona desert when they found these mysterious jelly-like balls in the middle of nowhere. It was obviously hard to miss for any person, as the striking purple color clearly stands out in the otherwise dull surroundings.
We're taking photos around the area and how could you miss this?
These mysterious orbs look quite like marble balls, but with a jelly-like texture and were filled with water. They simply could not understand what these were. Some called them alien eggs, while others mentioned that these could be Orbeez, dropped in the area by an unknown person. What do you think? Slipper Man.
Alright, I gotta do it, dude.
Normally, any person would get scared from angry lions fighting each other, but the Russians are built differently. This man saw 4 of the lions losing their cool and decided to discipline them in his own ways. Just as he pulled out his slipper, the ultimate weapon, they all dispersed from the scene. Ha! I just remember my childhood from this short clip. Camel doula.
You don't know how that worked, but it worked.
Did this camel just spit his heart out? Well, kind of. This is actually a camel's doula, and they all have it. A doula is an organ located at the back of their throat that camels use to either assert dominance or to attract females. So, when I said he spat his heart out, it was purely out of love for its mate. casual picnic. If you don't know about the true titans, bullhead fishes, well, this is the perfect clip for you. Watch this half-eaten fish who mysteriously ended up on the road while fighting for its life. And to be honest, even though its condition is not good, this strong head is still alive. If you're amazed, then you are not alone, because the person who captured it was too.
It's weird that it's alive.
Three-legged deer. A man was filming the wildlife outside his house when he noticed a deer particularly different from all others. The animal was missing one leg and still thriving in its life. It might have lost the third leg in some accident, predator encounter, or was born like this.
I don't think it was born like that.
The fact that it managed to hop around even after a major setback shows the struggles that deer went through and yet still is thriving. Three-legged frog. What are the odds of finding a frog with 3 legs in your pot? Normally, these reptiles possess 2 legs. And I wonder if this one can jump higher with the 3rd leg. Furball of fear. At first, it looked like this was just a furball fit in a tight space. But wait until a man pokes it with a stick. I definitely won't be stepping anywhere near those spiders for sure. Don't be fooled by looks. This is another family of spiders gathered in one place. I'm pretty sure I'll think twice before touching any tree from now on.
Yep. For sure.
Awkward birds.
Got mixed spiders in here.
While feeding her birds, this woman came across an unusual sight. At first, they were all moving around as usual, and then stopped at once at the same time.
What's happening right now?
It's like someone had hit the pause button on these tiny critters. Unsuspecting magician.
Sure. I don't know how people do magic. It always made me mad. I never understood it.
If a person like this comes and sits beside your table, a couple noticed an unsuspecting person casually making a napkin float mid-air, and it definitely looked real. Luckily, they had their cameras recording at the time. Here's another mind-blowing person performing a similar trick. And this time he was totally aware of his spectators and still managed to keep doing it. I'm impressed by the trick though. Snake in snake. Now what are the odds of a snake getting stuck in the nostril of another one? Yes, it actually happened in India when some men found a cobra with a smaller blind snake in its nose. The tiny one was a burrower, so it most probably had mistaken the cobra's nose for a tunnel and spent its final hours there. These kind men then intended to help the snake and left it in the wild once it was fine. Moth swarm.
Well, like if I want to go to the gas station in just overalls with no shirt, are they going to allow me in?
This scene looks like it's straight from a Stephen King's horror. But this is an actual gas station
like
in Louisiana.
Zombieland.
Look at this guy. He looks confused. Not sure how to react. But definitely thinks it's better to keep your doors closed. Clearly, this wasn't the desired destination place for this mayfly flock. But in their 12 to 24-hour lifespan, all they do is hunt for light. And what better place than this brightly lit gas station?
You can't come in here without a shirt. Does the overall count? Could you enter that gas station?
Sand formation.
It freaking looks like an animated GIF or something.
Yeah, do.
A local was feeding fish at the Wiley Lake in Aberdeen when he spotted this tiny sand volcano under the water surface, and it grew from a small pimple to 10 feet in width. The curious bystander wasn't sure what this was, but was truly captivated by the satisfying bubbling visuals.
Like clouds of Jupiter or something.
According to the cameraman Jeremy, it could be a spring feeding the lake, pushing sediment to the surface and creating the volcano-like structure. snake with OCD.
What do OCD mean?
This snake is super obsessive about where it moves while navigating through a brick wall. We all used to do it while avoiding stepping on lines on the floor, but this serpent took it to the next level. Aside from that, it also looks quite one of those good old snake games.
It do. It actually do.
Headless Man.
Wow. Headless Man.
An odd sight in China got the attention of a pedestrian as he witnessed a headless man casually roaming around in the streets. But others were oddly fine with this mysterious person. Even though this was a magician showing his tricks in front of the open world, it would still make anyone sane look twice and question what was actually happening here. Stuck birds. After watching these videos, I'm pretty sure we'll all feel like part of a simulation, or better yet, a matrix. A pedestrian, after noticing a surprising scene of a pigeon that seemed to be stuck in one place, with no strings or wires attached to or around it.
That's a dead bird. Just floating in there. No strings, no nothing.
Here's another bird caught in a similar sort of a glitch in the matrix. The people around it also could not solve the riddle on how it could happen. Thankfully, they filmed the evidence of this uncommon sighting. Riding alligator. Last time I heard, alligators were capable of munching on anything that came near them. Then how did this bird use the boss of rivers as an Uber?
Yeah, that my boy.
I guess
cold
these
with
two
it. That's
signed
all
a
I gotta
truce
say.
or something. Lazy seal. A man spotted this cute duo of a turtle and baby seal, and at first it seemed like they were bonding well together, but within a few seconds the recorder figured out that it was using the turtle for a lift. After it hopped on its back for a little ride. These sea pups are smarter than I expected them to be. Glitch. Here's a video that made rounds on the internet and messed with people's minds. In the start, it looks like any normal day. A girl having fun being her favorite Marvel character, and then where did this man in the red shirt come from? He was nowhere in the frame before. As people tried to solve this mystery, some called him a time traveler, while others took it as the perfect optical illusion. Stunt dog. No matter how noisy the stray dogs and your neighbors are, they can't even come close to what this dog is capable of. The canine literally went above and beyond to climb a wall with the help of a tree.
Oh, he out here doing
just to get to the
parkour.
other side of the wall, showing its impressive stuntman-like skills. Zombie giraffe. This unusual giraffe caught the attention of safari goers because of its peculiar condition. The animal had these giant gray protrusions in its neck. Experts said that the poor animal was suffering from papillomavirus that causes warts on the skin of the giraffe and causes irritation to the animal. These warts harden over time and might turn into cancer.
Wonder how that
But
happened.
doctors believe there is a possibility of developing a vaccine. Wobbling grass.
I didn't mean to say ill, but that did look crazy.
How would you react if you ever saw wobbly grass like this on the golf course? It's so satisfying that the whole thing almost looks unreal. But in reality, this actually happened due to irrigation break on the mainland.
This is a 2-inch mainline break.
That water had accumulated under the grass and formed this oddly satisfying blubber. Once these men found it, they popped the sheet open and the water escaped from the area.
Demonic manhole.
This
is more than a bit of movement, though. I have never seen this. Is this the thing that happens? You all have seen this before?
Manholes are made to perform sewage pipe inspections, wash and cover the big holes so that no one falls into them. But this one seems to be housing the whole squad of the Ninja Turtles in the way it was tossing around in particular. The people in this area also jokingly called the manhole a possessed entity, and some even enjoyed its fun dance moves while capturing the incident on their phones as a proof of what actually happened.
How's it doing that?
Half-rendered
gotta be like wind or
sky.
something.
Here's another video that showed a clear glitch in the Matrix. People captured this weird phenomenon in which both halves of the sky look totally different from each other. And the odd part is that it happened in a perfectly straight line. This situation is called split sky, which occurs when a big cloud beneath the horizon casts a shadow. Plane stuck in air.
Man, it's like standing still.
We all know planes fly at high speeds and typically see them move in the sky. Still, a group of people witnessed something completely opposite to that when they saw a plane stuck midair. And this is not the only time it happened. Some passengers saw a similar sight during their flight as a plane was still playing with their minds. And then another one was noticed by pedestrians, who luckily took out their cameras at the right time to record the evidence. While it could be the perfect optical illusion, it's still interesting how this could happen.
True.
Swamp puppy. Alligators have established quite a fearsome reputation among people, but this particular one seems to have been left out of the deal. The canine-behaving reptile basically learned that if it behaved well around humans, it would get some tasty chicken without having to work for it. Just look how it even enjoys getting pets. I'm pretty sure all the other alligators in this area don't like him at all. Floating helicopter. Now, what kind of sorcery is this? You must be thinking that helicopters need those blades in order to move to fly. Then how could this one stay mid-air without any rotation?
That looked dangerous. I'm not
Some
gonna lie.
viewers said
I
it's a
wouldn't wanna be
glitch
in
in our
that.
simulation, while others simply had no clue. But I have some answers. This happened because the shutter speed of the camera and the speed of the propeller rotation were the same. So no need to worry about anything. It was just the right camera in the right place.
Okay, I hope so.
Modern solution.
Pretty
Need to
smart.
get your car to the dock? No worries. This guy has got you covered with the most easy solution of all.
Dude is holding up traffic, towing a boat.
He simply towed his boat to the electric wheelchair and casually strolled through the streets as if it was not even a big deal.
You gotta make it somehow.
Up. Whoa! Did you see that? I'm sure no one expected this ball to bounce that high from the surface. Considering how he had jumped in the water, I thought the ball would go down with him. But it went shooting up in the sky thanks to the gravitational and buoyancy force at display. Now that's some cool physics playing around over here.
How do you do that?
Dancing raccoon. We all have heard of raccoons as the pests of backyards, but there's more to them than what meets the eye. Just like this cool raccoon who's got some sick dance moves. I'm pretty sure we all need a guy like this in our parties that can light things up. Curious bird.
Look at this.
He's totally checking out the camera, Mark.
A KTVU's weather report had a lot more to show than the average weather insights as a curious bird decided to check out the camera set up by the team. It almost looks like a mega bird is taking over the city.
I might need a little more time for this weather segment, because we have a little visitor.
The reporter even asked for some extra time because of the extra visitor. UFO! A pilot had the most interesting yet mind-blowing experience on one of his flights. As he was flying through the thick clouds in the sky, he saw this tiny orb-like thing racing through the area. It obviously was not any other aircraft resembling man-made objects.
Nope.
Once the video got viral, many started calling it the clearest evidence of UFOs. Considering how the governments have accepted alien presence, do you think it could be an actual alien ship?
Who knows, man? Yo, real quick before this video continues, be sure to hit the like button because it does help me get in the algorithm. Alright, and if you do like videos like this, subscribe. Alright, let's get back into the video.
Sight. Residents in Moscow spotted this odd saucer-shaped cloud passing over Andropov Avenue, and it started a debate among the masses how oddly it resembled a UFO shape, and even moved independently of the other clouds. Some even said that it was an actual UFO cloaked inside a cloud. I personally have never seen anything like this, and the pedestrians were definitely lucky to watch and film it on camera. Sluggish snake. We all have seen snakes slithering around with speed. Almost everyone is afraid of them. And then there's this snake that was caught walking in the most sluggish manner. Looks like I'm not the only lazy creature on this planet. This is the puff adder snake. And although it looks funny, this is one of the highly venomous viper species. Ants ritual. I'm pretty sure you must have seen ants moving in straight lines till now, but this video is far from normal ant behavior. A person found an odd behavior in ants as they were all moving in a perfect circle. While some thought they were performing some rituals, the reality was far from grim. This ant colony was stuck in a death spiral. This happens when they lose the ability to communicate and navigate due to overcrowding, confusion, or chemical disturbances and blindly follow each other in a circle. Fierce beetle. If I ever saw that beetle, I would probably run the other way. Did you just hear that bullet-like noise it makes from its wings? I'm impressed at how this man is holding the beetle in his hands. And once it sits in one place, it becomes a cute bug. Maybe it has dual personalities. Hundreds of bats. Now, wasn't that the perfect opening for an apocalyptic movie? Surprisingly, this actually happened in Topolampo, Mexico, as thousands of bats flew out of a cave to hunt for food just before sunset. Some people were lucky enough to not only visit this enticing yet horrifying scene, but also to capture it on their phones as an everlasting memory. Headless man. Alright, these are the men who mounted a mountain and now enjoying the foggy scenery. But wait, did you notice that? Reverse, reverse! Where is his head? It looks like no one is bothered by his presence. He literally doesn't have a head. A hike with a headless man? You gotta be kidding me. I don't want to say it, but it looked like a last hike for these young people. Lucky shot. Alright, watch this clip. He looks like a man with a plan. At first, it's the usual shot, but what's truly amazing is this dancing bullet. You know when the ice is too thick to penetrate, when even the bullets go insane, and this is exactly what happens when it didn't accept the defeat and still tried to do at least something. I'm sure there is a physics explanation, but I really like the dancing bullet. Odd bubble.
Wow.
That suspended bubble is surely a glitch in the Matrix. How many of you know a point in your life when a simple bubble denies its fate? A man noticed a bubble from its cleaning product hanging in the air, neither going downwards nor moving anywhere, a complete suspension in the air. This was the moment when all the physicists of the world were shocked to their cores, not knowing how to answer this riddle. Well, it definitely was amazing. Sky mower. I'm pretty sure you must have seen this video. It's truly classic.
I've never seen that.
When it came out on the internet, it blew everyone away. And why wouldn't it? Because it's not every day that you see a mower that flies. But to be honest, what's it gonna cut? The clouds? No doubt, it does look pretty amazing. However, it was actually a model airplane with a lawnmower chassis. Here's a man flying another similar model with an airplane. Honestly, I was impressed with the video when I first saw it. Tree climbing goat. Well, this tree doesn't grow goats. Rather, these goats have somehow thought of a miraculous idea and decided to mount this tree. Most probably they wanted to
take a
eat, but
picture?
ended up being the spectacle of a lifetime. I mean, goats are incredible.
That looks so funny.
You don't believe me? Watch this next clip. Who would have believed watching this to be true? But no matter how much ever it may look unbelievable, but with their incredible mounting skills, they can climb literally anything. Excavator in water. Yeah, it doesn't look like any fish we've seen before. Now you know why this video is about people who were present just at the right moment. This excavator is perhaps a better swimmer than me. But the point is, where is it going? What does it want to dig in the sea? Well, what do you think? Tell us in the comments. Half fish. Fitness freak walrus.
Oh, my boy doing the
If you were looking
sit-ups.
for inspiration to join a gym, this has to be the perfect video for it.
My boy out here doing the sit-ups on y'all.
Walrus is more active than me.
Y'all better stop playing with him.
People I know. It will be ready for the Walrus UFC in no time. Waterbender.
Yo, some of them owls be smart. Oh my, did you see him clapping though? That is too funny. Nah, man. My boy hit that.
Remember how we
That
always
is
wanted to do
hilarious.
an air or water bender? This guy is living that dream in real life. He used a water wall to block the ball thrown at him by an unknown person.
That was cool.
And it was captured at the perfect moment. Giant hand.
That was fly.
Do you need a hand?
If you ever get to visit the Atacama Desert, make sure you visit this giant hand sculpted in the middle of the vast landscape that captured the attention of many in its time. The fascinating piece of art was designed and constructed in 1992 from concrete and iron. The idea behind the huge hand reaching out to the sky was to express human frailty, pain, and loneliness. Cool stick bug. This is what I look like hanging on to the last bit of sanity in my life. Nah, just kidding. A group of friends were driving back from a trip and were surprised to see a lazy stick big hitch on their car to get to another location. I must say, it was a pretty impressive grip holding on with that much pressure. Sure seems like a tough job. Camel eating cactus.
That look like it hurt. I don't hurt him.
We all try to stay as cautious as possible upon dealing with or passing a cactus, but these camels seem to be eating as if these were just some crunchy chips, having exactly no problem with the huge spikes all around this plant. These desert animals munch on cacti with zero hassle and don't feel any pain even while chewing on them. I must say,
Hey,
I'm pretty impressed
eat
by
up, my
camels
boy.
now. Best friends. All right, brace yourself for the most unexpected footage of the decade. This cat is probably battling with some existential crisis because it has made a rat as its best friend. And it was even filmed licking it. I'm starting to rethink what I knew about the cat-mouse rivalry. Playful foxes. Although this trampoline was never meant for foxes, but be prepared to see the most adorable moment of all time. These foxes have somehow figured out the elastic nature of this jumping mat. Now, there is nothing that can stop them from having the time of their lives. When they say cheerfulness is a true gift for young age, that's definitely right. The amazing potholes. Life is an amazing thing, as it finds a way to progress in the most testing environments. Watch these potholes in the Utah desert. apparently these are just dumps storing rainwater. But as you look closely, you find these ephemeral beings swimming around waiting to be hatched, but it's very sensitive to change, so next time you see them, just enjoy the scenery from a distance.
They'll hatch as soon as the pothole gets water.
Open discussion. Hold on, as you are seeing the most unbelievable mysteries ever recorded. Literally, it looks like a river of fish. One believes it or not, but that's what happened. And honestly, scientists are
Yeah, all
still
them
afraid
fish is
of this
dead.
footage because they
They show.
cannot find a good explanation. How did all these fishes get these in the middle of the desert? Indigenous people thought of it as ominous, while some thought it just to be a miraculous happening. What do you think about it? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you.
What a great video, man, to end it off with, you know? Alright, y'all. That is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Was entertained. Got some, learned something from this video in some kind of way. But, that's it. Some peace, abundance, prosperity, good health your way, all that good stuff. Make sure you take care of yourself today. Alright? Make sure you get outside in the sun. If it's good weather where you at, you know, get some of that sunlight. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.